I've been in Niseko since 2007 actually, so what's that, nearly 14 years. Yeah, I mean I initially came here as I had a friend here, and yeah, I came for the snow and the snow experience and stayed for the summer, I guess. I love the outdoors, yeah, and coming from Sydney where it's warmer, I think I've kind of enjoyed that summer months more the longer I've been here. So initially the snow, but yeah, as I've been here longer, it's been more about the summer and being able to get outside and camp and cycle and just spend time with my family. Yeah, that's true. I've gotten into road cycling in the last 5 years or so. Yeah, and just going to the beach and the lake at Lake Toya there, and just yeah, running, playing a bit of tennis, and now my daughter, yeah, riding the bike with her. Yeah, it's we moved in, I think it was the beginning of November 2020, so it's about 1.5 years now. Yeah, so it was just before winter, yeah. I think, yeah, I think it's the flooring, which is kind of key just because it's so nice on our feet, under feet. Yeah, it feels really comfortable, really warm. And secondly, I would say, I guess the key thing would just be how warm the house is or how energy efficient it is. In both summer and winter, it's not too hot in summer and it's really warm in winter. With the heating system and even during the day with all the window and sunlight. So besides the natural finish and the warmth feel of the house, yeah, I'd say it's the flooring and just the overall kind of yeah, efficiency in terms of heating and temperature management of the place. Yeah, so I guess designing and building this house was the first time for both of us, me and Teriko, and working with the Tsuchiya Kensetsu team. It felt comfortable, natural, having the flexibility, which I know is quite unique, as you say, was excellent. I mean, a little bit overwhelming with so many choices and things to decide, but the Tsuchiya team kind of guided us on that. They'd been doing it so many times. They were able to kind of reassure us, give us suggestions. We wanted to do things a certain way, and if we couldn't, they would give us alternatives or things like that. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of decisions to be made, especially with a young baby as well at the time. But the Tsuchiya Kensetsu team just made it comfortable and easy, and yeah, really guided us through the process. Yeah, so I kind of, yeah, just I guess talking with Ryoji, who was our project manager, on what we were looking for and just the kind of finish we wanted. And so it was kind of a back and forth process. So I would sketch up some ideas. He would kind of come back and say, yeah, that's possible. This is the finish we can do. This is a size. And I guess during that process, there's always the costing element there. So it's kind of, they're able to give you an indication of pricing and see how it fits in the overall budget. So they were really flexible, able to pretty much do what we wanted and give us the finish that we wanted. But yeah, it's just all working it through the budget and what we actually need in the end and making those final decisions. So we had a lot of flexibility in those aspects, so the kitchen shelving and the study, right up until the house was maybe mostly built. So it was kind of a last minute thing that we could kind of change and adapt, which was, yeah, really useful because it's sometimes hard to make that decision without seeing the space or having an idea of the scale. So we were able to come in and have a look and see the space and make any of those final decisions then. Yeah, I mean the only thing that originally I would have loved to have had, which we didn't, just purely because of budget, was like built-in garage. Just being in Niseko and having to snow clear my carport 3 times a winter, it would have been good to have that kind of integrated in the house. But based on our block, the size of our house, and just budget, we made a decision not to include that and just maximise the living space. So really that's the only thing I would say that we couldn't go forward with from the original design. Yeah, so I mean we spoke to a few other housing companies, some larger, I guess, national builders, and then we also spoke to Suchia. And yeah, I mean, overall, I guess initially it was the design that and the kind of attention to detail and understanding what our needs were that kind of put us in the direction of Suchia. But then in terms of the overall budget as well, they were very competitive for the finish and grade that they had. So yeah, the natural finish, the solid beams and not laminated timbers, natural wallpaper, and just everything, like you say, being integrated within the team or within the company just made the process, once we moved forward, quite seamless. Again, first experience building a place, but it was a comfortable and one that was kind of guided along the way. So we felt quite comfortable with the team there, in understanding what needed to be done, who we needed to speak to. So they were very helpful, and the team I think the overall build went up very quickly, and they moved forward pretty quick once we committed. So it was very smooth. Oh, the construction, I think we started in June of 2020, and we moved in. I think the house was probably finished middle of October, so it was about 4.5 months. Once we held the ceremony for the construction site, and they had their different teams come up here, do the different stages. But once the frame turned up, it was up and kind of waterproofed quite quickly. So 4.5 months though. I guess I'd like to say thank you for the quality and product that you and your team delivered. It was very good to have someone that wanted to work with us and give us the design and style and finish that we wanted, which Ryoji was more than accommodating, helpful, and just appreciated the time they put into helping us build, I guess, what is our dream home. They would come up from Date to Niseko to speak to us in the evenings. Like I said, our young daughter Senna was a baby then, and they would come up in the evening, or we'd have online meetings in the evening after she went to bed in order to kind of move things forward and work with our time schedule, which was really appreciated. But we're just really happy with the final product. And it's just really comfortable. So thank you for the support, the guidance, and delivering a quality home, which we're very happy with. Thank you very much. Thank you.